Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2, Jain Addiction. We're playing as the Jain ruler of the Chota Kingdom, and since the start of the game we've expanded from having this to having this. A lot of that came just from one subjugation war, so yeah, we haven't blobbed out as much as I had hoped for. We had hoped that we would take this as well, but I guess I could say, flubbed up the subjugation war. So now we're basically waiting on this guy to pass away. We're also kind of trying to have another kid, but I think we might be at the children cap. If any of you know like what the cap is for kids, just feel free to put it in the comments below. We haven't had any kids in, 4 years, so we do have a full amount of nubile concubines. 30, 37. Okay, so she's not nubile anymore, I don't think. No, she still is, so I guess it's until 45. Alright, so right now we're at peace. Currently around us, go ahead and unpause the game, let it run. Currently around us, there's a holy war going on. The, Tomara here, Maharaja Chandraj the Noble, the Maharaja of Punjab, is waging a holy war on the Toghlabits here. Well, of course, you know, Toghlabits being Muslim, the Caliph joined their side. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna go for him. Right now, it looks like it is in his favor, 8%, but the war I think is still fairly young. Prince Alim of Toghlabit Sultanate has usurped the title Sheikhdom of Sibistan from Bistam in Suleiman. Interesting. Okay. So we're just kind of like kicking back and waiting and watching and just, you know, seeing what's going to happen here. Thakur Fateh of Bera has usurped the title Tikana of Dipalpur from Govinda Naru. So we're getting a lot of, because of how I have my characters of special interest set up, we're getting a lot of messages for things that don't necessarily pertain to us. We're somewhat in a situation here where we're waiting for people to die. Not just ourselves, but also other rulers to die, because the other rulers have enough karma to call in holy orders, and we don't really want to go to war with somebody who's just going to call in a holy order, and that could be bad. I mean, we could call in our own holy order, you know. That is something that has been suggested, you know, to me. Why don't you use your holy orders a little bit more? So I'm going to be keeping that in mind. We might, you know, we have a holy order as well. It's the Bulls of Rishabah. We did call them into the last war. Costs 280 purity to call them in, so no initial monetary investment, but they do cost 21 gold a month after that. So, but they could still be very useful. What's this? Lak Mikand of Tamar Revolt has declared Lak Mikand of Tamar Revolt's war for Punjab on Maharaja Chandraj the Noble. That's not good for him, because he's at a holy war with a very, very capable foe. And now he has a revolt going on. Now, it looks like it's pretty small. Yeah, it's a very small revolt. So right now he has 319 levies right now. What about his allies? How many troops do his allies have? 295, 363. Really? Now might be the time to strike on him, I guess. Maybe. If this guy wins his war, though, it's going to invalidate our Casus Belli, but then we could just turn around and go back to war with him. He does have enough karma to call in a holy order, but we could call in one too. We could muster, what, 10,000 troops? All told, 16,000 if you count our holy order. We do have enough purity and money to keep it going for a little while. So, and we do have claims. We have multiple claims on him. We have claims for both of these, Delhi and Hisar. Where else do we have claims? Condoba with Pratihara here. Pratihara has more allies, though. Of course, one of them is him. The other one is down there. He doesn't have many troops, really. I prefer to press the claim for, you know, like, I prefer to go to war for more claims than just one, though. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Well, what we could do is we could declare war, and then if we see that he's calling up that holy order, we could call up our own holy order at that point. I'm not really sure what the size is for the Hindu holy order. Let me look it up on the wiki real quick. I know ours is, of course, 6,500, but I'm not sure about the Hindu one. So I haven't done a whole lot with the Indian subcontinent. Holy orders. Okay. Hindu. Followers of Arjuna. Doesn't really tell you how big it is on this particular screen. It just tells you like their spread of what you actually get for them. Well, it's probably going to be somewhat similar to our holy order, I'd imagine, in terms of numerical size. So I'd imagine as long as we try to be a little bit smarter about like what battles we choose, I think we'll be okay. Just need to be a little bit more intelligent about which battles we want to take. Like, what's the terrain here? Plains, jungle. We'd want to take defensive battles in the jungle, but we want to siege these down too. Yeah, right now he has what? Yeah, not very many levies at all. We'll just try. It'll give us something to do. It'll be fun. Who can we call in? Who is this guy? Oh, we do have a tributary. Sure. Alright, well, I'm going to call up everybody. And we'll move them to here, maybe? Let's see. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on everything. We're going to slow it down to speed 2, just so I can keep a little bit better track of what's going on. Okay, of course he's going to come into war. Specifically, I'm watching these guys to see if they get caught by Pratihara, because Pratihara is going to be, I think, in the war on the other side. Actually, it doesn't look like they are. I thought they would automatically be in the war, since they're on the Tamara side in the other war, aren't they? Your observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that you prepare to make your first observations. I wonder what strange things I will discover. So this gives us +1 learning. Very cool. Been told that this this event chain's pretty neat. I've never seen it before, so I'm eager to check it out. Okay, he has 7,000 troops. I guess he called in. Yep, he called in his holy order. So I guess we're gonna call in ours now. We do have about 10,000 troops, but let's just squash them. Use our holy order offensively here. Who knows? Maybe he might even run into the Caliph, and they might whittle him down for us. That'd be really cool. So we'll get everybody together, and then we'll head this direction. And he's going to come down here. Interesting. I mean, I'll road grader over your little squad there. Where are you going? Interesting. Really? Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. You're going to be there on the 7th of April. We probably never catch them because they have so few troops. Now they're going back. Okay. Sultan Kuar died. Yeah, you're still at war. Just push everybody forward. See where that huge unit is. Yeah, he's still got him. Leading troops in Karor. Where's Karor? I don't see it. Is it over here? Karur. Is that where he is? We should be able to see that though, right? There it is. Okay, he's right there. He's all the way over there. With that massive stack of troops. So what we'll do is we're going to spread out over here. We're going to try to use the jungle to our advantage. Died of terminal stage of leprosy. Sounds horrible. Who's in charge of this? Let's put some better people in charge of this army. Alright, let's send you here. So how do I want to do this? Put the smaller armies in the jungle? Let them engage in the jungle? Maybe. What do we need to siege here? Not very many. This is jungle as well. Let's make a new unit. Sit right there. I mean, we want a smaller army to be there, but we don't want it to be so small that it just gets, like, ran over immediately, you know? Are you still... No, now you're in Multan, so you're right here. How is that war going? Okay, so now it's swung towards the Taglabids. So if they attack us in the jungle, we will get a bonus. Because it's jungle. This is my daughter. Should we use her for... For opinion, sure. We'll boost him up to 100. Alright, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on him. How many troops do you have, sir, right now? 400? So all of his power is probably coming from the Caliph. Where's the Caliph? He has 20,000 troops. It's only in this war. He's not leading any troops anywhere, though. Might be better to swap out, like, swap this bigger one into Hisar, maybe? Because from here we can go into either of these three places, but from here we can only go into here, here, here. So if they engage here, by the time this unit gets there, it might be too late. I don't know. I don't think it matters. You've spent many nights looking at the stars in your observatory. It's truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. So, how do the stars move? We gain 10 prestige. Is there something strange out there? Let's do that one. Sounds interesting. So I'm going to keep it on speed 2. Simply because if they decide that they're going to come over here, I want to be able to react as quickly as possible. Koror again, so you move back up here. What are we? We're losing 21 a month. So basically right at how much the bulls cost. But with sieging these places down, hopefully we'll be kind of offsetting that a little bit. The Rajput populace in Godwad have embraced the Gujarati culture. So that's here. Okay, so their culture changed. What is the culture? Okay, so our culture is Gujarati. The rest of this is Rajput. Yeah. So it's slowly spreading as we keep control of this place for longer. That's cool. I always like to see little things like that happen. Zimraja Chada has contracted consumption. That's my half-brother. That's unfortunate. Sorry about that, bro. Now, he might come down here and start sieging us out, but we'll probably be able to siege faster than what he'll be able to do, because generally the computer doesn't seem to be very good at carpet sieging. Kanadeva Chada has contracted consumption. This is my nephew, the bastard. My bastard nephew. Hopefully this holy war keeps going for a while. Fighting on multiple fronts, never advantageous for them. Where else is there jungle? Plains... Plains, jungle. Sajpala asks, does Rishabah exist? This is my grandson. So if we do this one, he'll be trusting or humble, zealous or kind, cynical or proud. Well, I'll go this way, I guess. Oh, he actually became humble. Cool. We got the good one, even though it was less of a chance. The lady almost ran me down the hall, or ran me down as I entered the hall tearfully. She told me that my nephew Maladeva had insulted her again. But, my dear lady, you are fat. Yeah, it looks like consumption's going around, huh? Tuberculosis. Alright, so we did get 10 gold there. That's good. The rest of these should siege down a little bit quicker. Well, in that particular county. That'll also give us a ticking war score, I believe, since that's part of our war goal. Who is this under? Okay, occupied by the revolt. So he has a revolt going too. Okay, his revolt ended. If we capture some people, we can also ransom them. Do we have any prisoners right now that we could ransom? No, we actually don't. Okay, another little bit of gold. Devi Chada has contracted consumption. My sister. Unmarried heir. Oh no! His wife died. Well, we can marry him to somebody better now. So... probably needs to be somebody, well, I mean, we'd like to marry him to a genius. Ooh. Yeah, she's not too bad. What about strong? Are there any good strong ones out there? No. Who is this? Who are you? Daughter of the Thakur of Sripatha. She'll be alright. Yeah, she'll be fine. Want to marry him to that genius. Want to get that good trait. Okay, another, ooh, 19 gold. Nice. Nice. Alright, so what do we got here? Observing the stars at night, you've begun to sense some irregular movements. You also notice that some stars seem to appear and disappear at odd times. You need to study this more. That star there disappears when I look directly at it. Are we going to be abducted by aliens? Really? Anyways, okay, so we're going to put a cut in there, and in our next video, hopefully, we're going to conclude this war, which will give us the county of Hisar and the county of Delhi. You know, it's not much, but it's something, and you have to imagine that since they have their capital in Delhi, that's a pretty good county. You have to imagine. So... and we'll continue along on this event chain from the observatory. I'm eager to see if we're going to get abducted by aliens or what kind of shenanigans the game's going to throw at us. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, if you have any tips or tricks or hints or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments below the video. I read everything and comment on everything pretty much too. So, I really do appreciate everything that you guys do suggest. So, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.